there are a lot of people who've organized the Howdy Modi event, which will take place on the 22nd at the NRG Stadium. But there are three very influential, powerful people, the people who have played the roles behind the scenes to make sure that the Howdy Modi event happens. And I have these three gentlemen with me. Introducing Jiten Agarwal. Jiten Agarwal is a businessman. He's also from a group called Expedian.
That is correct. Yeah, my company name is Expedian. Yes.
And he's played a key role in organizing this event, getting a lot of US lawmakers also to be a part of this event. And I have Mr. Jugal Malani. Mr. Jugal Malani is also the chair of the Texas India Forum. And also joining us on this special broadcast is Swapnil Agarwal. Swapnil Agarwal is a businessman based in Houston. All of them have played a key role in making this event happen. Let me start with Mr. Jiten Agarwal. To my right, Mr. Agarwal, the kind of effort that's taken to draw in this kind of crowd, get the stadium, why don't you tell us the kind of effort that you guys did?
Yeah, see, it has been a mega effort, right? Not one person can do it. Several organizations, especially Texas India Forum, that was formed to organize this event. And then they brought in a lot of other organizations and community members. Because this is one of the historic events because of Prime Minister Modi coming in, President Trump coming in, 50,000, people of Indian American origins from across the US. They are joining this event. There are around 400 artists performing the cultural program of Indian heritage and what Indian Americans have contributed, to the local culture or so on and so forth.
Why did you choose Texas to be the destination the Prime Minister comes in?
So, Texas was chosen by Prime Minister of itself, not by us. There were, I think, 3 cities in the run, and we were the chosen one. So we were very excited about that. And once we came to know that Houston was chosen, so the community leaders got together and they formed a new organization called Texas India Forum to, and a lot of working committee was formed. And there are so many volunteers involved in this in putting up this mega event. And now I will call it a super mega event now once Mr. Trump also is joining this event.
Can I add to this a little bit, on the question why Houston was chosen? Prime Minister Modi had been to New York, to San Francisco and Washington, D.C. before. Houston is the energy capital of the world. India is the fastest growing economy. So there is a natural synergy, a partnership between US and India, between Houston and India. So that is reason number one. 2, India is perhaps right now the largest or the second largest buyer of the defense equipments, and in this reason has, all the companies like Lockheed Martin, Bell Helicopter, and so on and so forth. So their CEOs, they wanted to meet with the people from India, for if there is any business transaction and so on and so forth, if it takes place, right? Third thing, the diaspora, the Indian American diaspora in Houston, it is very well organized. हमारे यहाँ 1.5 lakh Indian origin के लोग हैं, and they are very well connected to each other. Right, only in Houston. Okay. And यहाँ पे जो Indian American diaspora है, that is very well connected to the US political system as well. And being the people of Indian origin, we always want, one goal is to strengthen the US-India relationship. And we have been working on it for last 3-4 years, very actively. I think that also played a role, into Prime Minister Modi choosing Houston. And fourth thing is that in last 2-3 years, the Houston-India trade is around, 3.2. Energy trade, right. But it has gone up by 150% because there has been a trade deal, where India is buying LNG worth billions of dollars from Texas. It started in 2017. So all those things contributed to Prime Minister Modi thinking about Houston.
Pulling in 50,000 people is not an easy thing. But why is it that businessmen like yourself, and I'm not saying that you did it yourself, but why is it that businessmen in Houston decide to organize such an event and pool in resources for the Prime Minister?
I'll give you a very biased opinion. I grew up in India, and it's been generations since I've never seen it where we've seen such a decisive leader in the world stage such as our Honorable Prime Minister Modi.
How did you manage to get Donald Trump on board to agree to be a part of this event and on stage?
This is a very interesting question, right? And I think the answer to this is the interesting timing, the rise of India, right, and the growing influence of Indian American community. This is a testimony to the fact that the President Trump is going to join this event on September 22nd, right? So one thing I can say that it is India's time has come to play a very important role on the world, on the world stage. It's the fastest growing economy or second fastest growing economy.
When that event does take place and when Trump and Modi are on stage on that day, what's the message that everybody in the crowd is going to take away from that?
I think the crowd is going to take away that U.S. and India relationship will be going up few more notches. A long-term relationship, between both the countries. That was, all the people were expecting, and I think that's what is going to happen.
And I think the message will, as Jugalji said, but I think this will be a message to the world because world is watching this event that India is one of the closest allies of the United States. Being President Trump and Mr. Modi on the same stage in a public event, I think this has never happened before. And this is sort of, to our neighbors and to the other countries that India is playing a very important role, in the strategic partnership with the United States.
Absolutely. And we've taken a look at the venue and the sort of preparations that are on. We had an opportunity today to enter the NRG and, look at the entire preparations that are on. I want to wish you luck. And for the 22nd.
Thank you.
Thank you for speaking to Republic. And on the 22nd, we will be there at the media enclosure right in the middle and look forward to speaking to all of you.